Hey fellow developers, welcome to the tutorial on how to add a key binding menu to your Unity project. In this tutorial, we are first going to import the Unity input system, then we will create a simple scene with a character controlled by the input system. After this we will set up our UI for key binding menu. Next we implement logic for changing keybinds. And finally we will go through saving and loading our keybinds. The UI asset I am using in this game is Sci-Fi GUI Pro Kit. This asset contains all components required to make beautiful menus for your sci-fi game. The link for Sci-Fi GUI Pro Kit is available in the description. Let's get started. In your project, go to Package Manager. From the filter select Unity Registry. Next, scroll down to Input System. Import it into your project. Unity will most probably restart after importing the input system. Again, go to Package Manager, and then to Input Manager. Under Samples of Input Manager, look for Rebinding UI, and import it. Now, let's get started with setting up our scene. I will create a simple scene with a cube as ground. For the player, I will use a simple capsule with character controller. Next, let's add player input. On the player object, add the player input component. Here, click on Create Actions. Save your new input actions. The window that opens up shows all the default actions that Unity automatically creates. These include using keyboard to move, mouse to look, and mouse button to fire. You can change these as required, and also add your own actions. I will add jump action, and set it to spacebar key. Once done, close the actions window. On the player object, in player input component, at the bottom we can see behavior. The drop-down will show all the possible methods for sending the input data to our player. Change this to Unity events. And now, we should see all the actions with which we can attach Unity functions to call. Let's quickly set up a player control script and write the functions which we will attach to player input component. The script will simply move the player based on value of move direction, and if the player is not grounded it will apply gravity. We will need two functions, which we will attach to the player input. One for moving, and one for jumping. The parameters for these functions are going to be input action callback context. For this, we will need to import the input system library. And now, we can simply read the vector2 value from the context and set our move direction variable. In the jump function, instead of reading the value, we will check if the action is performed. If it is, we will make the player jump by adding velocity in the upwards direction. Back to Unity, attach the move and jump functions to the player input component. And run the project to test the script. Next, we are going to make our rebind menu. A background image with a title. And two buttons, one for OK, and one to reset all keybinds to default values. Next, go to Samples, Input System, Version Number, Rebinding UI. Here, drag and drop the Rebind UI prefab inside your menu. The prefab has three components. A label to show input name. A button in the middle, which shows current map key. Pressing this button will start rebinding. And another button to reset to default. Now let's bind this prefab to a single input action. Select the prefab, and inside Action, drag and drop the action you want to set up rebinding for. You can select the action from the input actions we saved previously. I will set up rebinding for the move action. From binding drop-down, I will select Up, which is bound to W key on keyboard. Next, let's change the visuals of the binding prefab to match our UI. Since I will be using my own labels, and already have a reset button, I will disable the label and the reset button. A matching background for the button, and a matching font style. And on the side a label for name of the action. Now we can just duplicate the prefab for every key we want to rebind. Adjust the UI accordingly. I will create 2 groups in my UI, one for movement keys, and one for actions keys. Next, simply assign the action to the rebind script for each prefab. Change the labels accordingly. Next, let's start adding new code to make everything work. Create a new script on the rebinding menu. In the script, the first thing we need to do is disable all the actions when the rebind menu activates and re-enable them when the menu deactivates. If we don't disable actions while rebinding, we will get a runtime error. In Unity, assign the actions to this new script. If we try to run our project, we will get an error. This is because we require an overlay when rebinding starts. You can make this overlay a pop-up, which is requesting the user to press a key. Or, as I'm going to do it, make the overlay transparent and make it cover the whole screen. This way the user will not be able to click on anything in the menus while rebinding is in progress. Make sure that the overlay is disabled by default. Assign this overlay to all the keybind prefabs. Next, let's modify the rebinding script to meet our requirements. Go to the location of Rebind UI prefab. Here you should see a script called Rebind Action UI. Open it up. In the script, go to the function called Perform Interactive Rebind. Here, go to the part where the script is changing the rebind text. The script is currently trying to display a message on the overlay, asking the user to press a key to rebind the selected action. Instead, what we want to do is change the text of the label, where the current map key is displayed, to something like, press any key. Comment out the part we don't need, and set the binding text, which displays the current map key, to the message we want to display. Let's run the project. And perfect, we can rebind our keys. Let's add another script for pausing the game, so we can display the rebinding menu, and then unpause it when we are done. We will pause by simply setting timescale to 0, and enabling our menu. And do the opposite for unpausing. The pause function will be called from player input, so we will need the input action callback context. And we will need to check if the callback context action is performed. In the player controls we saved earlier, add the pause action, which will be assigned to the escape key. On the player input component, assign the function for the pause action. Disable the rebinding menu on Start. And test the project. Perfect! We can pause our game, change keybinds, unpause the game, and play the game with our new keys. Next, let's set up the Reset and OK buttons. In the Reset button, we are simply going to call Reset to default function of all keybind prefabs. For the OK button, we will create a new function to unpause the game. Attach the unpause function to OK button. And all done! As we can see, everything is working perfectly. The last thing we are going to do is save our keybinds so they don't reset every time we restart our game. The script for this is already available in samples. By default, the script saves the values on disable and loads them on enable. You can change this based on your game logic. However, I am simply going to add this script to my rebinding menu without any modifications. This way, when game is paused, the values will be loaded, and they will automatically be saved when the menu is closed. You will need to make sure that the load function runs when the game starts. For this, simply copy it to any script which runs on game start. And all done, our rebinding logic is now running perfectly. And that's it for how to make a key binding menu in Unity. If you found this video useful, make sure to like and subscribe.